The air hung heavy with mist. It clung to the ancient pines that encircled Lakeside Academy. The school stood on the edge of a mountain lake. The water was a mirror, reflecting the ever-changing sky. For generations, the academy had stood there. It was a silent sentinel to countless stories, whispered secrets and forgotten dreams. The stones of its walls seemed to breathe with the weight of time. Each brick held a memory, each echo in the hallway a whisper from the past. The school was more than just a place of learning. It was a tapestry woven with threads of laughter and loss, friendship and farewell. Its history was deeply intertwined with the legends of the lake and the mountains that cradled it. Stories of love and loss, of dreams fulfilled and hopes dashed, echoed through its corridors. The very air seemed to vibrate with untold tales, waiting for someone to listen, to remember.
The world holds its breath. The boundary between reality and dreams blurs. Here I feel at peace.
Aoi sat by the lake's edge. Her sketchbook rested on her knees. Her charcoal pencil danced across the page. With each stroke, she captured the ethereal beauty of Lakeside Academy. The school's reflection rippled on the water's surface. The building seemed to melt into the mist, its sharp edges softened by the ethereal light. I loved this time of day. The arrival of a new student sent ripples through the usual tranquility of Lakeside Academy. Ren, his name echoed in hushed whispers through the hallways. A sense of anticipation, of subtle change hung in the air. It was as if the very atmosphere of the school had shifted with his arrival.
My silence is not shyness, but a quiet intensity that draws attention.
Ren's eyes, dark and intense, seemed to hold a universe of untold stories. He carried himself with an air of mystery, a hint of something hidden beneath the surface.
Was it just folklore? Or did the threads of fate truly bind us all? Could the crimson thread of destiny, as the legends proclaimed, truly connect soulmates? The thought both intrigues and unsettles me.
The lake was a constant in Aoi's life. Its stillness calmed her. Its depths mirrored her own introspective nature. She often found herself drawn to its shores. The legends whispered around the lake, tales of love and destiny resonated deep within her.
Aoi, did you see him?
Sora's voice, breathless with excitement, broke through Aoi's contemplation.
The new student, Ren.
Sora's eyes sparkled. Her usual exuberance seemed amplified. Clearly, the mysterious aura surrounding Ren had not escaped her notice.
He seems different.
Sora whispered, her voice laced with an unusual timidity.
Like someone from one of your stories, Aoi.
Aoi smiled, shaking her head at her friend's dramatics. Still, she couldn't deny a flicker of curiosity about the new arrival. The classroom buzzed with anticipation as their homeroom teacher introduced Ren. He stood quietly by the teacher's desk, a solitary figure against the backdrop of chattering students.
Class, this is Ren. He'll be joining us from today. Please make him feel welcome.
When he spoke, his voice was low and measured.
Thank you. I look forward to getting to know all of you.
His gaze swept over the class, a fleeting glance that seemed to take in everything and nothing all at once. It was a look that sent a shiver down Aoi's spine. It was as though, for a moment, their eyes met, yet she couldn't be sure. As Ren turned to take his seat, Aoi saw it. A flash of crimson, a thread so thin it seemed like a trick of the light, disappeared around his wrist. Before she could register what she had seen, a voice, barely a whisper, brushed against her ear.
He's the one.
Aoi whipped her head around. There was no one there. Had she imagined it? The thread? The voice? It all seemed surreal, impossible, yet a deep unease settled in her stomach.
The lake whispers its secrets to those who listen. His fingers instinctively went to the pendant she wore around her neck, a piece of polished lake stone threaded onto a simple cord. Her grandmother's words echoed in her mind. What does it all mean? The crimson thread, the whispered words, played on Aoi's mind. She couldn't shake off the feeling that she had stumbled upon something significant, something that defied logic and reason. The legends, the lake, the new student, were they all strands in a tapestry woven by fate?
As Aoi looked at Ren, a sense of foreboding mingled with a strange sense of inevitability. She couldn't explain it, but she knew with a certainty that chilled her to the bone that their paths were now intertwined. The crimson thread, whether real or imagined, had woven them together.
Who are you, really?
The mysterious whisper, the fleeting glimpse of the crimson thread were just the beginning. A larger mystery was unfolding at Lakeside Academy, and Aoi had a feeling she and Ren were at its heart.
I guess we'll find out together.
And so, a promise of mysteries to come hung in the air, waiting to be unraveled.